Jamie Raskin was at his finest today, and he was trying to get his bill passed. And what happened? Tell me what happened.
He tried to kill it because it was not germane to the whole bill, which is when you're talking about sex trafficking of children and sexual assault of children, it is germane.
And they're doing everything to cover up the Epstein files. Can you believe that? That's pretty sad. They've handed all their power over
to the executive branch, to the felon in chief in this president. All their power. All of it. And this is the same Jim Jordan that covered up for child molestation when he was at Ohio State as an assistant wrestling coach.
Do you think they have a cutoff line?
There is no bottom to these people.
No bottom to the people?
There is no bottom to the Republican Party, to the grand old pedophiles. They're not. There's no bottom to these people.
And so do you think that they should even be going in trying to negotiate any type of deal?
They should be in prison. They should be in prison. Because if any other person did what Jim Jordan just did, or the Republicans are doing, they will be in trouble for enabling a crime.
And
for accessory to the fact.
Did you see a lot of senators when they got on tape and they were saying that they asked them, did they see the picture?
They don't want to see. They do not want to see. There's no bottom to them.
They don't want to see. They just, no facts.
They don't care about the facts. And even when they know the facts, they're still going to do it anyway.
This Congress has been a great disappointment, haven't it?
I don't even say disappointment is even the word, to be honest with you. They're full of enablers. If any other person did what this Congress has done, it would be accessory to the fact and obstruction of justice.
And Mike Jordan, what do you think that, now they kind of wish they probably had got rid of Mike Jordan with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson. I keep saying Mike Jordan. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they don't deserve to even be, even their name even pronounced or even their name. Those are the type of scumbags they are.
You call them scumbags?
Yep. They're not even human beings.
But you know what? What do you think about a government shutdown? Do you think they should go for it?
Yes, they should go for it. The Democrats are going to have to shut the government down because this is not normal behavior. You're not dealing with people that are normal behavior. You're dealing with inhuman beings.
And see, and this is where I have the struggle with Chuck Schumer and
Hakeem Jeffries, because they thought, oh, it's just another normal day in the neighborhood. These guys are maniacs. These guys are criminals. They're enablers of sexual assault. You can't deal with people like that.
We're not saying Hakeem and Schumer is this. We're saying that Congress has...
The Republicans and Congress.
Yeah. And so now they got to fight like this is not a normal day, and they got to understand that what they trying to do can't be done. It just can't be done.
And it shouldn't be done in the first place.
Chuck Schumer dropped the ball the last time. He dropped the ball. And he can't go in there unless he's asking for a lot. And what do they have to lose? They're not taking any risk. And when you see that the people are, bagging off and saying that their ratings are low and their ratings are the lowest that it's ever been, they got to come with it. And what the first thing they got to do is get rid of them, the old what?
They got to get rid of the octagon because, did you know, the octogenarian Democrats, did you know that the average, that 30% of the House of Representatives of Democrats, 30% is 80, 75, 80 years old. 30%.
They done made enough money. It's time for them to go home. And Hakeem got to do better than what he's doing because
if he don't do better what he's doing, he ain't going to forget about being Speaker of the House. He's going to be the next Eric Canter. And who is Eric Canter? Eric Canter used to be the Republican congressman from Virginia and was supposed to be the Speaker of the House. Guess what? He didn't pay attention to his district and lost to Dave Bratt. Hakeem Jeffries is following in the path of Eric Canter.
And Hakeem Jeffries needs to know that he can't keep carrying Nancy Pelosi's dream. He got to let that go. Schumer got to come out of there, and Hakeem got to stop being so damn arrogant because he's been a little bit beside himself lately, and he always say
Asking for corporate money, which is the corporation. They're not loyal. They're loyal to shareholders. They're not loyal to companies or even employees.
Even Don Lemons had asked him a question about, about on his show, about
Zoran Mandani. He's not even endorsing Zoran Mandani. His brother is endorsing Zoran Mandani, but Hakeem is not endorsing Zoran Mandani.
I don't think it was about Zoran Mandani. What it was is about the money that the dark money that they're trying to hold out for.
You mean, yeah, the tech bros, the tech bro money.
Because he's still collecting money from CPAC. As a matter of fact,
And also from APAC, which is which was the American Israel Public Relations, the same one that is committing with the genocide in Gaza.
well, Tabitha Speaks put up a really good showing where she's saying on her channel, we give out the facts here, and right after Don got through asking Hakeem that question, because he didn't answer the question, then Tabitha came back and showed on her on her stack that the money that Hakeem the money that he get from other people, and I thought it was very good. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that video, because she's doing such a exceptional job over there, and that's why they're losing all the viewers over on the side, because we haven't been getting the information that we needed to have, like Midas Touch is putting out, and Legal AF, and Brian Tyler Combs, and Adam Mockler. You got the Warning. There's so many people out there.
The Warning, the Bulwark.
Mm-hmm. I had enough.
I have enough. I love those women. I have enough. Yeah. I love those women.
Yeah, and I never thought that today would come that I would see the white girls defending the marginalized. And I didn't put a comment in there because I was saying that that really kind of gave me a lot of hope. So they just got to come clean, and we got some really good leaders out there that's coming. And if Hakeem gotta feel like it's his time, it's not his time. He gotta listen to his constituents. Soon as he don't listen to his constituents,
he's Eric Canter, and that's what Hakeem Jeffries is to me. He is the black Eric Canter. That's what I see. Yes, I said it right there. He's the black Eric Canter.
Ooh, pay attention, Hakeem, because you got to understand, we as constituents are paying attention to you and Schumer. And coming in this time, you got to and it may not be so much as the messaging, it might be just the fight. With people losing hope in what you're saying, then you all got.
There is no trust to begin with. There is no trust in the modern Democrat. And the young people are getting away from the Democratic Party as well. Unless we can replace 30% of the Democratic caucus, 30%, there's not going to be any trust.
Well, and getting back to Jamie Raskin, like I said, he was putting a whooping on him today. Basically, I would ask for all the Epstein files, everything with it. I wouldn't close, I would close the...
I would close the government down just for the Epstein files of all the people that were sexually assaulted. That justifies a government shutdown.
Now, the shutdown that Schumer did the last time, he got to take some risks this time, and
it's called risk.
And who was the DNC? Who was the head of their DNC? Because he's pretty lousy.
Right now, the head of the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, right now is Ken Martin, that came from Minnesota.
Ken Martin, you need to listen to us, because you know what? You need to be up out of there too, because you're not hearing his constituents also.
And the head of the Democratic Senatorial Committee is Christian Gillibrand, the same person that drove Al Franken out of the Senate. She should not be recruiting Democratic candidates in the first place. And that's another one that should be gone. It's Christian Gillibrand. And I hope Tish James, you need to run against Christian Gillibrand once it's over, real soon.
She can run for DO. She can run for the head, because, man, after Cash Patel missed that, and I really don't feel comfortable with them. They couldn't even find the guy, Charlie Kirk's person.
That's another story. Yeah, Charlie Kirk.
If it hadn't been for his family out there turning him in, they still be out looking for,
And it'll be and it would have been a for real civil war, which is we're still heading for a for real civil war that is really coming. Because when the right was talking about with Charlie Kirk, they're talking about a civil war stuff.
I don't think, because you know what, you ain't heard MAGA say nothing. MAGA on MAGA crime, white on white crime, MAGA on MAGA crime. You ain't heard them say nothing. Not a squeak, not a bump. You ain't heard nothing.
And then one that he was influenced with that shooter, he was a Republican. Okay, he was a Republican. And he was influenced by Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes hate fake conservatives like Charlie Kirk, like a Ben Shapiro.
Look here, we all the way over there on Charlie Kirk now. But we're gonna.
But that's another topic. We'll get to that.
Yeah, because this was, and just the bottom line, Charlie Kirk, I didn't quite get his politics, or I don't think he was very political. He just
he was an agitator. That's what he was.
An agitator?
Yeah, agitator. That's what Charlie Kirk was an agitator. But he went out, he actually went out in the street and said it in a person's face.
Yeah, but that cost him.
And it's cost him his life too. And that's one of what we'll talk about there. But as for
Charlie, we didn't want to see him get killed. If we wanted him to debate whatever he had to debate, but he was pretty rough going in. He said a lot of things that I definitely didn't agree with.
Yeah, especially one about the Civil Rights Act as a mistake of 1964 and 1965. I'm still angry about that.
Well, it's a lot of people angry about a lot of things. But we're going to get back over there about Jamie. And like I said, Jamie was putting it down today. He was scuffing them up. Jim Jordan,
he should be in prison.
Yeah.
He should be in prison instead of Congress now.
See, that's the very reason why they don't release the file, because there's too many of them in Congress that's probably participated in the Epstein cover-up. They covering up. If they haven't released those files, and this is what I said today after finding out about Charlie Kirk, if they having a fight within their own MAGA, I don't know if DJT done thought about this, but they pretty hot over there, and that could be, they could come after him if he don't release the files.
If he don't release the files, because the MAGA people are very violent over there, and the only reason that MAGA even showed up was for the predecessor, because of the president.
He ran on that.
He ran on it.
He hasn't delivered anything. But you know what? We're going to get out of here, because you know what? I don't want to start on Nancy Mace, because Nancy Mace needs to be apologizing tonight to a lot of people. And not only Nancy Mace, my boy on Fox News, but that's another story.
So for another day, we're going to talk about that too, Jesse Walsh. We're going to talk about him too.
Yeah. So on that note.
No, we're out on that.